Hey guys, it's Aries. Today we are doing a Winter Solstice zodiac reading. So we are going to go by the zodiacs to understand what is occurring this Winter Solstice for you. December 21st is a very significant day in all across the world. In so many different cultures and celebrations, the Winter Solstice resembles the finality, the death, into a beautiful, radiant rebirth. With this current solstice, this is going to be a very significant solstice, especially as we are transitioning into 2023. This part of our transition from the Age of Pisces into the Golden Age of Aquarius. This isn't going to occur for many years to come, hundreds of years, but we are beginning the steps of evolution that transition us into a whole new world of evolution, of technological advancement, of spiritual evolution as well. The most ancient understandings of what it is to be a human in this human experience, what it is to properly practice your humanity of self and within another individual's connection, what it is to be of ascended mastery, what it is to be a human, to go through the experience of incarnated ascended mastery, what it means to truly lean into godhood, your inner sun, your inner power, your inner ability to be exactly what you came here to be for this world. We're gonna get into these. I'm really excited to kind of expose how we are evolving as a species, as humanity, alongside the planet. The planet, I'm having a really hard talking right now because I have a lot to share, and the planet is really calling for us, and the Great Mother is coming out, and she's going to do what she needs to keep us up to pace with her. And so we're really truly shifting and learning to be in co-creation with that natural nature and become something sustainable for ourselves and the planet. So thank you for being here, and let's get into these. Alright, Aries, so this is your reading whether you are an Aries sun or have Aries in your other placements. I began this reading at 3:11, and this is your Winter Solstice reading. The first card we have here is Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Joan of Arc. Second card we have is Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Mahavatar Babaji. And then in the Angelarium deck we have Halaliel, Angel of Night. This is also a representation of Angel Layla. And then we have Remph, Angel of Time. We have Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy. And then we have in Tarot the Six of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Queen of Wands. And in the other tarot deck we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. And then we have Temperance. Okay. So I wanted to first get into this and say, as a fire sign, this makes a lot of sense. And this also is going to be very, very propelling for your forward movement. I want to first off say, allow yourself a little time and space to take a little more time on things. Slow your time down a little bit. Allow yourself to embrace time and opportunity with mercy, right here. Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy. Give your schedule a little more mercy and leniency to intuitively navigate and do as you are. Aries, it seems like this time in your life, in this winter solstice, this ending, this chapter that you are closing, this book, whatever it is, it could be a chapter, it could be a whole book. You're finally allowing yourself to embrace your truth. You're finally allowing yourself to embrace your voice and your intentions, and also your ability to dig deeper into yourself, to gain more influence of consciousness, of wisdom, of seeking knowledge, to create that, of that inner fire that you are. Because I know you Aries is, my name's Aries, but I know you Aries have a lot of fire, and it needs an outlet to be used. You do that very fluently through your creative expression. You do that very fluently through how you analyze and orchestrate your own perception in life to go after the things you want hard. This all is representing false natures that hold you back from your true expression. And you are finally choosing to embrace your truth and to allow yourself to expand deeper into your soul, deeper into who you are, deeper into what you are passionate about. If you were into higher learning, this definitely follows suit with that. But there's also this barrier that has been created energetically, that may still remain in the shadows, remain in the subconscious, the unintentionalized, all of the outwardly programmed soup that we have in our memory banks that haven't been organized or understood or anything like that. There might be some sort of unhealed subconscious shadow side of yourself that prevents you from trusting your ability, that prevents you from truly expanding into your soul to feel that there will be an opportunity of speaking your truth, of expressing your truth. This is something that has lied dormant for a while, and now that it's finally coming out of you, you might not have the best community around you that supports your expansion in this. You are getting ready to close this book and truly allow yourself to face the music and speak your truth, and to embrace the depths where your consciousness is supposed to expand to, your soul, where it's supposed to lead you to, but also acknowledging on a soul level how far your soul has come. Understanding that your soul's experience is much larger than this mundane 3D modernized world, right? Lifestyle. You have a diverse range of what you have the capacity to embrace. This can go culturally, this can go on an interest level, this can go, you know, different tastes and different things or whatever. You're a very chameleon-like, shifting, ranged individual. And this situation that is coming to an end finally doesn't quite have that power over you. But this comes with Two of Swords in reverse. This comes with the shift perspective. This takes the ability to finally leap. And you might currently be in a position of not fully knowing if you jump, where are you gonna land? You know, you might fully not know where the landing pad is, but right now you're being called to trust your gut, trust your voice, trust your inner intuitive nudges of speaking up when you need to, even if it needs to be when, you know, you have to defend yourself or speak up for yourself, or for others, you know. Embracing all of the opportunities you have right now to be in higher learning, to expand your soul, to embrace the expanse that your soul is making right now. Embrace that with mercy. And if, you know, this whole preparing to leap thing puts any sort of negativity or trauma or fear upon your schedule, upon your time, upon your ability to see time, be consciously aware of that and surrender those negative feelings to Archangel Michael. He, if you surrender that to him, 3, 2, 1 on the clock, surrender any negative feelings or anything to Archangel Michael. He will help you transmute those. Archangel Raphael will help you with healing any sort of physical needs and heart space, so that way you can truly embrace this mercy for yourself. When you have this shifted perspective in embracing your time and your higher self and your self-love, your mercy, your softer hand to yourself to give yourself the time and space to speak your truth and to allow your soul the room to expand, this will truly shift into a new guided stance of divine guidance, divine role and order. You're kind of seeking that, and this is all changing into a divinely guided path for you. Yeah, I see this like closing of this book that's happening. It's truly effectively going to change your life. Allowing yourself the time and space to speak, even if it's on your own, even if it's in your head. Spend more time meditating, allowing yourself to speak. Writing is very beneficial with that as well. If you are any sort of writer, you want to explore poetry, you want to explore songwriting, anything like that, yeah, pick up the pen. Yeah, this trust, this is all about trust. giving yourself the trust and the time, the setting, the time to go into yourself, to explore yourself, to explore your wisdom, to create something with that wisdom, to reflect on knowledge that can create a whole rabbit hole chain reaction of miraculous possibility, of innovative thinking, that something that's going to influence you in such a way, like honorable way, something that makes you feel at ease and touched that you are able to either learn or accumulate or whatever. Allow yourself more time in that space of honoring of yourself and your creativeness and what you receive in information and knowledge and teaching. Create something with that, because when you do, your ancestral team, your ancestral spirits in your highest good are going to guide you with that creative outlet to the King of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles, that's all about your solidification in something that yields material abundance, influence, something. So you can really pursue this, whatever it is, as something that can hold you stably, financially, or materialistically, 3D in the world. If you pursue this and allow this energy in, your supportive spiritual team, your ancestors, and your angels, etc., to come in and guide you, so that way you can achieve this. You are on this path to do so. This isn't a path that you haven't already began. No, this isn't a path that you have began this path already. You're not new to this journey that you are on. You have dipped your toes in pretty good. I think you're getting to kind of a scary level that, like, where your actions and your efforts can actually yield some, like, good harvest for yourself with this. And that's kind of scary, because we have people in our lives that might try to take that away from you or hold you back, whatever, who won't appreciate what you are expressing or giving or offering or sharing with the world. Jump off of that sword. 2 swords in reverse. Allow yourself to jump off of the blade that might cut you. This seems like sure, it's fiery Aries, but it's like, this is also, there's like a conflicting energy, almost not in this, but it seems like surrounding this, in the outside energy, the barriers of this. Right now, they're not able to come in, but you're afraid that they might. Release that fear and leap off the sword. You are going to be fully guided. It's interesting. It's like, leap off the sword because you have sea creatures, this like sea turtle who's gonna help you swim, through the waters. Leap off the sword and into the Queen of Wands, into your ability to be stably grounded and intuitive and comfortable in the trembling waters, in the chaos. Allow yourself to embrace the energy of the Queen of Wands. While this shift happens, right, as this all kind of rearranges, and your spirit team is already, obviously, we're coming to the end of this. This has already been rearranged so much. You're finally coming to a point where you can almost start harvesting this shift, this change, this lifestyle revamp. We just gotta remind ourselves that it's okay. Time's in our hands, and to give ourselves a little bit more mercy for things maybe taking a little longer than expected. But this is truly beautiful. In the other tarot deck, we had the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and Temperance. So I see this as like you are choosing to finally, with this like new open, you're starting that new book, right? You're going to begin a new part of your story. Letting the endings that all the endings that finally ended that you know just need to be left where they ended, the past. You are truly now moving forward with a sharper mind, with a sharper perception, sharper understanding of what it is to be who you are, to expand deeper into yourself, to know also more importance of why you need to know who you are on a soul level, and finally embrace your voice. And that is through the power of finally allowing, it's like finally allowing your mind to accept the communication of your heart, and finally allowing your heart to accept the communication of your mind. You are finally coming into unity of that. You're finally coming into your sun. And this is really beautiful, being the winter solstice is all about the death of the sun to rebirth into a new beginning. And you're coming with the seasons fairly well. But yeah, so you are truly moving now with your mind power, with your sword not necessarily being a weapon but a tool. In the aspects of, say you need to use a tool to do something necessarily to defend yourself or to give to others or whatever, your powerful tool is not the staff, it's the wand. You are going in to dominate the world with your magic, with your power, with your responsibility, with your integrity, with your innovative, fiery passion. You are awakening something, and your guides really want you to temper yourself into this, to take, it's also like Leliel, Angel of Night and Angel of Time, like to temper yourself into this, to like dip your toes in a little bit, give yourself a little bit more time, to lean into that soul expansion, to lean into what comes through your truth. Allow yourself to mingle in those waters. But you're doing it. You're finally allowing yourself to see the importance behind your voice and the importance behind why knowing your soul is so important, so effective, and so life-changing, and so propelling, and encouraging, and life-changing. Aries placements, you guys are doing really well, and I'm really proud of you. Pick up the pen. We're gonna say that again. Thanks for being here for the winter solstice reading for you guys, and have a good day. Hello Leo, this is your reading. We are doing a winter solstice reading for the astrological signs, so whether you are a Leo or have any Leo placements, this is for you. Depending on your placements too, if you are not a Leo sun and would like to watch this for any of your other placements, you can follow into how this correlates to your placements. The first card we have here to get started is Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. This is stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Then we have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. Okay. And then we have in the Angelarium deck, Javura, the left-hand judgment card. Javura. And then Remph, Angel of Time. And then we have Hosmed, Angel of Annihilation. And then in Tarot, we have Judgment. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have Seven of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Swords. And then in the other tarot deck, we have the Ace of Swords, the Tower in the reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I just want to start out by saying, Leo, you guys are not having it. This time of the season might be typically hard for you. I know it ain't Leo season, and this is the total opposite of the element that you thrive in the most. Right now you might be facing a lot of inner conflict or frustration, anxiety, turmoil, stagnancy even. And you're being called to spend more time grounding. Now, it seems as if you are going through a phase right now where you are having a hard time really knowing how to formulate yourself to voice your wants or needs. And this might be causing possibly a little bit of flighty energy for yourself, possibly anxiety, possibly inner conflict. It's really important through this time to embrace yourself and your voice and indulge into your self-love routines, and focus on filling your cup without feeling as if you might have this possible over need to honestly, this seems like you might have energies in your life who don't fully understand you. So they don't truly fill the cup the way that you need. And so what I'm saying is spend some time indulging into the things that fill your cup for yourself. Holding more space and gratitude for yourself. And allowing yourself to not fall into lack mentality or victimhood or anything like that. Beginning this, I felt my throat chakra close up, and now that's dissipating. It is starting to dissipate, and this is really all about truly finding exactly how you feel, so that way you can express yourself from a space of truth. it looks like you're going through a space of judgment. Right now, in this now timeline, this winter solstice, this time of endings to regenerate into a new beginning, right now, like, it seems like maybe for Leo, it's not exactly how things work with this time. You have a lot of things rearranging and going on in the backgrounds, and you have to come to the decision, being very decisive on your voice, your truth, your inner wisdom, your wants and your needs, to kind of stop that table from spinning and spinning and spinning. Leo, you are a very decisive person, but your decisiveness might, I mean, it's very fiery, Leo, you know that. If you're a Leo, you know that. You know what you want and when you want it, and right now it seems like all you really want is for the conflict to go away. Does that make sense? You're tired of having your guard up. You're tired of being falsely perceived or deceived. You are tired of, it looks like you're finally tired of, like, kind of giving that, like, harsh, fiery, like, lion claw to, like, defend yourself. We have Hosmed here, Angel of Annihilation. So it's like you want to be in your element and your truth and your expression and your soul, yourself, who you are. You want to be able to openly express that, and the people around you might not fully accept your fire, but also I know during the holiday season, this comes with expectation of so many different energies we have to please, right, with the holidays, and coming together as family or friends or groups, and these groups might not always have all of the energies that actually hold the same type of respectful dynamic with ours, or just any sort of gossip, any sort of stirring the pot. It seems like this may have been pleasurable to you in the past, and this isn't necessarily your thing anymore. Right now, you're learning where that wheel turns around on you, and you're shifting your perspective, and this might have you on edge a little bit, and I want you to know I'm just the messenger. I see who you are. But right now, maybe with all of the commotion of this holiday season going on, like, you're just kind of like walls up, when's like the ticking time bomb. Not necessarily, but kind of. You don't want to be in conflict anymore, and you feel like you kind of have to be that, like the Sage of Swords in reverse, like you feel the need to, like, shield up and be in defense. Look, like this panther, protective panther nature, but also, like, I see it too as a receptivity of being able also to expand in being more receptive in exchange with other individuals. The holiday season, like we talked about, it brings up a lot of chaotic, turbulent energies, especially if you are a parent or, you know, a provider or anything like that. It's really hard to keep things aligned and, like, in a flow with so many things happening at once. This can tend to like shorten our fuse a little bit. And so through this chaotic storm of a season, it seems like for you, Gaia is asking you to connect more with her, ground, spend more time in touch with the Great Mother, and feel her warm embrace, and allow her to look at you and pull your chin up in knowing the depths of your truth and your voice and your wants and your needs in your life. Focusing on your purpose, allowing yourself to release the fear of falling into a victim stance of something. The ending that seems to be here now in this winter solstice, this ending is all about victim stance. Victim mentality. You aren't a victim, and you may be a victim of very many and unfortunate events throughout life, but right now you are the leader of something victorious. Okay, is what I mean to say with all of that. And in order to do this and to embrace your truth, you have to face your truth. And you have to do this without the fear of persecution, without the fear of others conflicting your perspective. You have to face this without focusing on, if you move forward, who's going to leave you behind? That whole perspective needs to change into, when you move forward, who needs to be left behind, you know? And this isn't necessarily about leaving people behind, but it's understanding that sometimes you need to move away from energies to fully embrace the depth of your truth. And give yourself a little bit more mercy through that with Gaia, grounding energy. Allow yourself to see yourself in a bigger light than the part of your shadow that might want you to remain in victim stance due to comfortability. Ace of Swords, this is all about manifesting into mental clarity. Upon my spiritual journey, upon understanding all the things that I've done in my life up until awareness, the extrasensory things and learning about manifestation, the first thing I actually chose to properly begin to manifest was a clean conscience, a healed, healthy consciousness, and healing my brain and allowing my heart to open more, so that way I can heal my brain in the shadows and the subconscious while I expand into my spiritual journey. I have a lot of mental illness, instability that runs in my family, and that was the most important thing for me. And I kind of see that as this, like, allowing yourself to begin this new journey with new manifestations of healthy decision. Ace of Swords, allowing yourself to embrace your healing, like actually embrace your healing, and choose to see yourself and all of the pieces that you have already healed without realizing it. Acknowledge how far you've come. You faced a lot of conflict and turmoil and injustice in your life, and you have a very strong ancestral and spiritual team that is backing you, that is defending you and protecting you. They need you to understand that with that, in order for them to help you that way, you need to learn how to fully put that hatchet down, so that way they can help take care of you. This sword in your hand that you're good at using because you've had to learn how to use it, you can now allow yourself to start working on your cup while this sword is handled by your spirit team. You're tired of feeling out of place with your judgment. You're tired of having to put up your walls all the time and defend and deflect and like protect your own nature. You're finding where law of attraction has manifested some of those things into your life to need to defend yourself in such ways. I'm not saying at all that what you have faced in life isn't valid. You have faced many injustices, but that has programmed you into this need to be that defensive type nature, to navigate and to move and to continue moving forward in life. And you're finally allowing that tower to fall. With next card after the Ace of Swords is the Tower in reverse. You're tired of running into this tower. You're tired of having to come to the same point in your manifestations, in your 3D reality, in your cycles of life. You're tired of hitting the same wall to have to climb this same damn tower so many times. You're finally allowing it to fall. And this really all is about Eight of Swords. This really is all about moving out of any sort of victim mentality, instability, low self-esteem issues, any of that. This is truly looking at the pieces of yourself. And I feel this is inner child. And re-embracing those sides of yourself with who you are today. And you may have tried to do this previously and it didn't work, and that wheel of awakening is coming back around to meet you back here now to reopen that door of embrace, to pick your power back up through your inner child, to recollect and re-embody those soul fragments, to finally, really truly finally, find your voice, find your power. You, whether you are a mother or are not, or plan on being a mother or any of that, you are a great one. You are a great mother, regardless of kids or not. This is an archetype thing. You have the courage to protect, to provide passion, to ignite flame, to spark new things. And this time is all about embracing that, putting down the sword, and finally embracing your cup, so that way your spirit team can take care of you. This was really great. Thank you for being here. I hope that this winter solstice is very propelling for you, and you're truly a spark of passion, so you should know that and embrace that. Even if it is cold and frozen outside, your fire is still strong, and you warm a lot of hearts. So have a good day.